LeafyisHere, also known as Calvin Vale, was one of the most recognizable names on YouTube. He rose to fame with his unique style of commentary, which often involved criticizing other YouTubers and making edgy jokes. His videos were a mix of gameplay footage and sharp-tongued commentary, which quickly gained him a massive following. At his peak, Leafy had over 4.9 million subscribers and was known for his no-hold-barred approach to content creation. However, Leafy's rise to fame was not without controversy. His style of content often bordered on harassment, and he was frequently accused of bullying other creators. One of the most infamous incidents was his video on YouTuber Tommy NC 2010, which many saw as bullying. This led to widespread criticism from the YouTube community and viewers alike. Despite the backlash, Leafy continued to produce similar content, maintaining his large following, but also attracting more critics. The beginning of Leafy's downfall can be traced back to 2016, when the YouTube algorithm started changing. The platform began prioritizing family-friendly content and cracking down on videos that would be considered harassment or bullying. Leafy's content was often flagged under these new rules, leading to a decrease in his ad revenue and visibility on the platform. His subscriber growth slowed, and his videos were less frequently recommended to new viewers. In addition to the algorithm changes, Leafy faced increasing backlash from other YouTubers and the broader online community. Creators like iDubbbz made videos criticizing Leafy's content and calling him out for what they saw as cyberbullying. These videos received millions of views and further tarnished Leafy's reputation. As more prominent creators spoke out against him, Leafy found himself increasingly isolated within the YouTube community. By 2017, Leafy's channel was in a significant decline. He uploaded less frequently, and when he did, his videos received fewer views than before. The controversies and changing YouTube landscape had taken their toll. In 2018, Leafy effectively disappeared from YouTube, ceasing to upload any new content altogether. His absence led to many speculate about his whereabouts and what he'll do next. Leafy made a brief return to YouTube in 2020, uploading several videos that were more in line with his old content style. However, this comeback was short-lived. In August of 2020, YouTube permanently banned Leafy's channel for repeated violations of its policies on harassment. This ban was a significant blow, as YouTube has been the primary platform and the source of his fame. After his ban on YouTube, Leafy attempted to stay relevant by moving on to other platforms, where he faced similar issues. He tried streaming on Twitch, but his account was also banned for policy violations. He explored alternative video platforms like Storyfire, but no one could offer the same audience size and influence as YouTube. As a result, his reach and engagement dwindled. In the following months, Leafy remained active on Twitter, often expressing his frustrations about the bans and criticizing the major tech platforms for what he saw as censorship. His Twitter feed often became a place where he would regularly post about his grievances, sharing his opinions on the state of social media and the perceived injustices that he faced. He often accused YouTube and other platforms of unfairly targeting him and other creators who pushed the boundaries of acceptable content. His tweets sometimes sparked discussions and debates among his followers, but they did not have the same reach or impact as his videos once commanded. In addition to his Twitter activity, Leafy made occasional appearances on podcasts and live streams hosted by other creators. These appearances were an opportunity for him to speak directly to audiences that were still interested in his perspective. On these platforms, he discussed his bans in detail, explaining his side of the story and arguing that he was a victim of overzealous moderation. He also shared his thoughts on the evolving landscape of YouTube, often criticizing the platform for what he saw as a shift towards more sanitized and advertiser-friendly content. While these appearances helped him somewhat in the public eye, they were random and lacked the consistency and engagement of his previous YouTube output. In 2021, Leafy ventured into the cryptocurrency and NFT space, seeing an opportunity in these rapidly growing markets. He began promoting various cryptocurrencies and NFT projects on his social media accounts. The pivot marked a significant shift in his online persona as he moved away from commentary content and tried to establish himself in a new niche. Leafy frequently posted about the different cryptocurrencies that he was investing in or NFT projects that he found interesting, hoping to leverage his remaining influence to gain traction in his new field. However, this new direction was not without its challenges. The cryptocurrency and NFT markets are notoriously volatile, with prices fluctuating wildly and projects often facing skepticism and criticism. Many of Leafy's followers, who have originally subscribed to his channel for commentary content, were not as enthusiastic about this new focus. They found the shift challenging and less engaging than his previous work. Despite his efforts to promote these new ventures, Leafy struggled to achieve the same level of success that he once enjoyed on YouTube. Despite these efforts, Leafy's influence continued to decline. The platform he once dominated had shut him out, and his new ventures did not reach the same level of success. His social media posts became less frequent, and his appearances on other creators' platforms grew rare. Leafy's name no longer carried the same weight in the online community. His attempts to carve out a niche in the cryptocurrency and NFT space did not yield the same results that he has once hoped for, and he found it increasingly difficult to stay relevant in an ever-evolving digital landscape. By 2022, Leafy had largely faded from the public eye. He made few attempts to re-engage with his audience, but these were met with limited success. His content no longer resonated as it once did, and he struggled to adapt adapt to the changing landscape of online media. The controversies and bans had significantly damaged his brand, and rebuilding it proved to be a daunting task. The internet has moved on, and many of its former fans had found new creators to follow. Leafy's efforts to reinvent himself and regain his former glory were met with indifference, so his influence began to wane. So that brings us to the question, where is Leafy now? As of the latest updates, Leafy remains active on social media, though much less frequently than before. He occasionally posts on Twitter and engages with his remaining followers, but his presence is a shadow of what it once was. His attempt to pivot into the cryptocurrency and NFT space have not brought him the same level of success he enjoyed on YouTube. The platforms that once propelled him to fame have largely shut him out, and the new ventures he's pursued haven't reached the same heights. Leafy now finds himself in a precarious position, trying to stay relevant in an environment that has significantly changed since its heyday. Leafy's story serves as a cautionary tale about the volatile nature of online fame. His rise was rapid, but so was his fall. The controversies and changing dynamics of YouTube played significant roles in his decline, and his inability to adapt to these changes ultimately led to his downfall. While Leafy remains a figure of interest in discussions about YouTube history and online culture, his days as a major influencer seem to be behind him. The digital landscape is unforgiving, and staying relevant requires constant adaptation and evolution, something Leafy struggled with during the later stages in his career. So whether Leafy will find a way to rise again or continue to shift in the background remains to be seen, but for now, Leafy is a reminder of how quickly things can change in the world of online content creation. The platforms that once made him a star have moved on, and so has much of his audience. Leafy's legacy, for the better or the worse, stands as a testament to the nature of internet fame and the importance of evolving with the times. If you guys like this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.